if I'm wrong about that, but I also don't know Cross.
Okay. Now this is an interesting matchup because Astaroth can kind of push Xianghua away with a lot of moves, but once Xianghua's in, it's really hard for Astaroth to really do anything because he's such a big, burly, slow man.
Yeah, not to mention Astaroths love to use their reversal edge, but reversal edge is practically useless against Xianghua.
Yeah, so many reversal edge safe moves, just like that one right there. Going and poking at him, it's just throwing it out on him. Astaroth can't do anything about it.
That's gonna
you know what Astaroth can do? Lethal hit you with an A+B for trying to GI him.
I'm really curious to see if we're going to see crouch throws from either character to try to beat out tech crouches.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, both these characters are having pretty decent tech crouching attacks. Okay, going in for the A+B again, getting the big plus range in the raw Poseidon's guy, doing so much damage. Why are you hard stepping?
Astaroth hit. I think there was literally 3 hits that that Cross got hit by. I also find it interesting that Cross is like. He seems to be, like, setting himself up for these positions, and he seems to be, like, trying to GI just regular pokes in neutral on reaction, and I feel like that's a bit ambitious. I don't know.
Especially against a character like Astaroth, who is a bit slower, so it's a little bit more obscure on the timing, but just getting sidestep, getting the combo into the back throw. Okay, Crybaby trying to delay some of that Oki.
Yeah, he'll eat that Crybaby all day. There's no reason not to.
Yep. Okay, going at the low. Ooh, okay, gets the armor, but doesn't get the lethal hit trigger. That's what we were saying earlier. Xianghua's so safe against these armor moves and reversal edge.
Nice. Oh.
He gets the plus frames, doesn't do anything with it. They're just backing up, poking at him right now. And this is kind of what we mentioned earlier. Astaroth moving forward ever so slightly back into Xianghua's range. Gets the mix-up, guesses correctly.
Good patience. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Nice. Going to low after the BB, using those plus frames.
Yeah, I think that Xianghua just has to get used to the idea of, like, using, like, smaller stuff and playing a little bit more controlled. It seems like that's what he's going to want to do.
Yeah, second hit, getting a lot of that. And the bull rushes can go into the big back throw. Astaroth like to use the back throw for the big damage and positioning.
Alright, so we've got the crouch throw now. We only need, like, one more grab. I noticed that whenever Breezy has the potential to end the game pretty soon, he ends up trying to, like, back up. And I noticed that Cross just tried to do a little bit of a cheesy reverse ring out kind of situation. So good on Breezy to stay away from that sort of a situation.
And just rocket a bull rush right in his face. Gonna high knee him. Knocking him away. I kind of like the space control here, but no, now he's in a position where Xianghua has the advantage. But great GI, getting his timing, putting the guard pressure on.
I'm kind of surprised that we're not seeing a lot of as much bull rush and 6K as I would have thought. Because when I'm dealing with Xianghua, I notice that there's a lot of highs that go on, but it doesn't really seem to be the case in this match.
Yeah, spinning the bar on the combo, trying to get the maximum damage out of it. In a very backloaded CE, there we go. Going for the 4-set block setup, gotta guess correctly.
Meter, right? Yeah, there we are.
Yeah. I like it. He has to be very careful, despite the life advantage. He is in a very low guard life. Guessing correctly. Oh, but doesn't get it in time.
Very, very scary opportunity for Breezy there. But the bar was completely free, so my guess is he's going to either rely on poking or he's going to rely on like the guard damage in order to win out the game. But it's not really going to work unless he can get back on his feet. There we go.
Yeah, now he needs to apply a lot more guard pressure now. Started off in yellow guard, but at this point in the round, pretty much healed all the way up. But going with the forward throws this time. Soul charge extensions, nice.
Yeah, one thing that I do appreciate that Breezy's doing a lot of is that he noticed that there was, and it looks like that's going to be the game, he was really good at making sure that the Xianghua player was in guard trouble, and then he didn't really push it. He didn't push the advantage, he didn't go for grabs or anything, he just kind of let the Xianghua player kill himself by creating these kinds of false opportunities. And I definitely think that that's really the way to go.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Sometimes just having your opponent in red guard is enough of a pressure for them to kind of like crack up and kind of be either more defensive or more aggressive to try and either hit you so they can recover their guard or wait long enough where they just naturally recover, right?
Yeah, well, it depends on the character because, I don't know, I feel like if you're dealing with an Amy and your guard is red, I don't really know if you care all that much. But if you're dealing with like an Astaroth or a Nightmare, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, because they get so much damage off of their guard breaks.
Ooh, we decided to go with Cass. I would imagine, this kind of surprises me. I feel like the game plan for Cassandra doesn't really change all that much against Astaroth versus the game plan with X. I feel like these would be similar. Cassandra's a better character. I don't really see why an I-10 would be important.
Well, I mean, Xianghua has the I-10 AA as well. I think like Cassandra is better at enforcing her frames, and the reward is just much higher overall. Especially with things like 6BB, and then the 2K in that series. So it'd be really really annoying for Astaroth to deal with. But it's not going to matter if you get counter hit by that and do a grab.
Yeah, I feel like one thing that I noticed with the X and now that I'm noticing with the Cass is that this guy doesn't really go for all that many like mix-ups. He tends to go for like a pressure-based kind of thing, and it seems like Breezy's totally comfortable dealing with that sort of thing.
But speaking of mix-ups, Cross not going for the A+B that time, going in for the grab. You're gonna get the big whiff punch for the 2-2B, launched him to the sky.
Yeah, Breezy is just, I mean, he's in control of virtually the entire pace of the match.
Ooh, that was really well placed 6-6-A, but gonna get GI'd.
Wow, that did not do as much damage as I thought it was gonna.
Scaled off GI, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, he had the opportunity, but he didn't take it.
Yes. Okay, now he's just trying to force these GIs to get his timing, but Cross has just changed it up ever so slightly. And this is the frame advantage I was telling you about earlier. Cassandra able just to press so many buttons in your face, and it makes the hard call out with A+B getting the lethal hit.
Kind of a shame that he had to use the reversal edge, which is normally the combo continuation, but it does sacrifice guard meter, but he was already out, so it doesn't really matter.
He's just working on his own lethal hit, right? Break Cassandra's guard, gets the
Ooh, that's a good point, yeah.
Or full course 3A, yeah.
There we go. I like using some of the lows, especially in an online tournament. I definitely think that's the better way to go.
Ooh. Oh, okay, dropping the combo.
Oh, there we are. So it looks like the GIs are finally catching up to Breezy. So we're gonna see if he's able to. I would be very impressed and surprised if Breezy was able to figure out a different timing before this game was over. But we'll see about the next game.
Yes, and look at just guard pressure, just pushing on all these frames. Astaroth can't do a single thing about it right now. He's guessing Karong and all these GIs. Cross, such a great position.
Yeah, he's definitely threaded the needle really,
could be
really
a ring
well.
out, actually.
No,
Not quite in range.
Don't get all false save. Ooh, nice duck. Oh.
He went for it, but little
GI again? Wow. Alright, what is he going to try to do? He's got a CE.
Nice, picking him up off the ground. Let's see what we got. Gonna do a delay CE? Okay, no, soul charge.
Ooh, I would have seen that coming a million miles. But it doesn't really matter if you see that coming, right?
Yeah, that was a situation where he had to kind of just react and GI it.
Yeah, well, GI, if it was me, I probably would have played it safe and just activated my own soul charge.
Yeah, he had two main, or three, I guess. He could try to counter hit out of it if he made the call out. Soul charge or GI'd on reaction, right? Because his guard was in red, so he couldn't block.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the difference between the second game and the first game is that really the only time when Cross was using Xianghua that we saw mixes, like mid-low mixes, was in the middle of strings. And the lows were hitting every single time. And he was just trying to go for like a more pressure-based kind of system. Oh, we're back on the same stage that we were originally. But he didn't really get all that much out of like the pressure game, because it seems like Breeze is particularly comfortable with that sort of thing. So going for like the mixes and going for like the Cass 1As and stuff like that seems to really be giving him a lot of mileage.
Yeah, I think Cassandra does something really well, which is staggered offense in Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
She's one of the best characters at that. And
I would argue probably the best character at it.
Yeah, definitely could be. Okay, going to the bull rushes. They were saying him before, wasn't doing too much of it, but now he's only done it this entire round. But there we go with the staggered offense on the 6B. Such a great pressure tool from Cassandra.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Breezy's looking pretty lost now. Yeah, might be having a little bit of character unfamiliarity here.
Yeah, and the BK from Cassandra. Great frames on hit. Now you can duck it, but Breezy.
Wow, brilliant punish. Oh, he didn't get the full combo though.
Hate to see it happen. Great throw breaks.
Yeah, I understand the idea of going for the grass because it seems like the Cassandra player is kind of has their own tempo the whole time, but Cass is tech crouched quite a lot, and when she tech crouches you, it's kind of a big deal. So, well, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal that time.
Now, one thing Cross isn't doing, he's not going for the wall rising knee punishes or even the counter hit attempt. It's a great move.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I think it's like Cass's best move. I think it's ridiculous.
Okay, but they're speaking the devil, and it will come. Showing it off immediately, pushing all this frame advantage, tries the two-way interrupt, but no, not going to get anything out of it.
I like that we're now using, Astaroth is now using the 4B as kind of an interrupt whenever Cass is at a slight frame disadvantage.
Yeah, and showing one of the weaknesses of Cassandra is a lot of her offense is very vertical based. So he sidesteps the 6B, gets the throw punish, no break into the kill combo. Great stuff from Breezy.
So the question is Cross going to be able to figure out the timings for things like AA and 1A to try and beat out any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, he went for the sleeper trap, doesn't get it. Waking up. Yeah, big damage. Oh, great read on the low throw. Slamming him down. This is a great position in this current round. But he has to be careful about the reverse ring out.
That's not going to ring out, I don't think. Oh, it's very close. I would spend bar. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Dude,
And
spend your
doesn't
bar,
get-
dude. You had to spend your bar, I think. Like,
Yeah, where are my AO meters in the chat?
you just, I mean, there's just so much pressure that's going on right now, and clearly the momentum is not in your favor. It was gonna be a bonus bar anyway. Like,
But catching the backstep with the axe. Tries to go for the Resident Sleeper Trap again, but no, Croft not having any of it. Popping Soul Charge, going in for the Beyblade.
that is so much damage, Jesus.
Yes, big chip damage as well.
Oh, that could have been a huge hit, I think.
Yeah, I think he tried to do...
Ooh!
He didn't quite get it. Okay,
Oh, he's got that
lethal
lethal hit now. He's got that 6K lethal hit. Oh,
Yes.
but the second that you see... Well, you shouldn't try to, like, go too heavy-handed with it.
Yes. Oh, look at this pressure right now from Cross, but no, gets GI'd. A little too predictable. But the 6K, so much range on counter hit.
Oh, that's a
Connected.
lethal hit? I don't even know what the condition is for that. Spend your bar, dude!
You got 2 bars. Don't go out like this. You gotta spend it.
I guess he